Howdy everyone, this is LockNutz.
And Taz.
And you're watching episode 10 of the Teamin' Up series on Adelshoven. Hopefully you'll stick around to see what happens. Howdy, 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 how are you guys doing today? Holy cats, here we are, back again, rocking and rolling, spreading a little bit of love or fertilizer, whatever it is that you want to call it, all over our olives. It is good, it's great, it's grand, yes. And as you may or may not notice, we have gotten different sprayers, you betcha. This is the Caffini synthesis by Pepe978. It's 7.66 megabytes to download, and it is cross-platform friendly. We did have that one larger sprayer, which was actually very, very nice. I really, really liked using it. But we only had one. So at the time when we were going ahead and picking stuff out, we only had one. So we figured, you know what, now that this sprayer has come out, it's just come out recently within the past week, let's go ahead and get this. This is going to work out perfect for us to rock and roll. Now you can go ahead, and we decided to go for the 400 liter option. It also comes with a 600 liter capacity option, but you go through so little fertilizer, and with us doing the liquid lime as well, we're going through so little liquid lime as well that it doesn't make any sense for us to have just huge tanks. We can get by with just the small ones, and especially if there's two of us out here rocking and rolling, Taz leading the way, me following along, trying not to get into his way. Super cool. Super cool. Oh my gosh, wait a second, Taz, wait a second.
I think we can overload it. Right?
Oh, that's awesome. So
look at that.
Well, that's cool. So if you guys are playing with somebody else and you want to do something or anything like that, or if you have two of these on your farm, you can overload them to the other one. That is awesome. Oh man, that's cool. That is super cool. I like that. All right, let's get ourselves. Oh heck yeah, that's.
Let's get into situation in our minds. If you are far away from the farm and one of the sprayers are empty and other one like halfway full, you can share if that's all you need.
Exactly. Like, let's
just save the time.
Let's say you have a team of people. Let's call one of these hypothetical. Let's call one of these team members Taz or Yaz. Let's call him Yaz. And let's call the other teammate LockNutz. And let's say LockNutz goes ahead and, I don't know, forgets to load up his sprayer tank because he might be a little irresponsible, and Yaz, being the quality farmer that he is prepared. I mean, it worked out perfect for LockNutz in that situation that Yaz is prepared. Oh man, good stuff. All right, let's get ourselves in here. This last row. So last we left off, Taz and I were looking at, or we had purchased the potato production location. And we made a list of different things that we want to do. Now, one of those things that we'd like to go ahead and make, well, that's rocking and rolling. Oh, sorry for the save, Taz. Sorry for the save. One of the things that we had looked at we wanted to do are these croquettes or croquets. I'm not French. I can't pronounce that. I don't know. I'm getting it all wrong. I get that. But one of the things we wanted to go about doing is this. Now, we know how to get this stuff. We know how to get this. I don't know if we have a location to make dairy products. I think we do. But the bread on the end there, that's one of the things that we noticed we don't have anything for. So that leads us to a question of what do we go and do? Well, there's obviously the Omatana pack that has the ability to make bread. We might do that. We might take a peek at something else. But we don't have any grain that we can actually use to go ahead and make the bread. So it kind of puts us in a little bit of a predicament, but not really. We want to go ahead and make this, but we have to do all these other steps to get ourselves to that point. So by virtue of good luck, we've actually are fine because we don't have anything. So we got a little bit of time. That's one of those things I think that we just have to do all these extra steps for first, Taz. Like to get the starch, to get the vegetable oil, it kind of, or vegetable fat, it kind of bides us some time. I think it actually worked out pretty well. Now, you were mentioning grapes. Are we going to go take care of our grapes right now?
Yeah, I'm going to the grapes.
Okay, perfect. I'll follow along.
At least trying to go there.
Okay.
If I'm not lost in the roads.
Oh, that's completely fine. I am lost 90% of the time. I'm just glad okay, good. You know, with our little tigers, I could see you much better. Now with your green fent, it makes it a little bit more difficult for me to find you and not get lost. I mean, as it is, I'm gonna roll this thing probably because I'm not paying attention to what I'm doing, but there we go. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Oh man, it seems like it's been absolutely forever since we've been over here to take care of our grapes. Yikes. It really feels like it to me. I don't know about you, Taz, but all right. Oh, that's right. We did lime this stuff. That's cool. All right. I'll take the row right next to you, then. We can continue making the magic happen. Let's see here. Oh, nope. Come on, turn on, please. No, gosh, just show me.
Well, at least this time around, when harvest time will come, we're gonna have a worker on our trailer other than running around with the shears.
That's right. I am looking forward to that. That's right. We got the new trailers to go ahead and do that. The shears were a nice thing to kind of get ourselves started, a nice cheap way to jump into doing the grapes and even with the olives with the bucket. But now it's going to be kind of neat. We've had that opportunity to upgrade a little bit. It's been fun going ahead and demonstrating, or at least looking at a lot of these alternative ways to go about doing things, Taz. I think that's been another little thing that I've really enjoyed about doing this stuff here. Looking at all the things that we normally wouldn't do. I don't know if you find as much excitement in it, but I really like the going ahead and just seeing what else is available instead of the standard same old. All right, let's get ourselves turned around.
Yeah, it's
here.
interesting to take a look what's being released and try it out, how it works.
Exactly. I mean, some of the stuff we've tried, it works, and
Yeah,
some stuff it doesn't.
mod gave some issues for us.
Yes, you had to do a little bit of tweaking on that just to get it to work better or make it practical to be used. But
it's nice idea, but needs to be ironed out.
Exactly. And I think that's part of the job of modders is to go ahead and try something. Just to be able to try it, see if it works. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. You move on, you make some tweaks, you do things like that. But just generally having the different processes, the different steps, the different ways to go about doing things, I'm tickled pink every day when we get these new mods that come out and you get to see all the different things that are available. It is super, super cool. Now, I don't know about you, Taz, but I know for a fact I don't try everything all the time. I don't know about you. There are just some things that just don't appeal to me.
Yeah, sometimes you look at the mod freshly released, and it is nice mod, but not this time. I'm not gonna use it.
Yeah, that's exactly it. Now, with these sprayers here, this is a good example of it for me. I would have completely skipped over it and just said, whatever, I don't need that, because it's grapes and olives. Forgetting that Taz and I are doing grapes and olives, and Taz was the one that actually brought it up. Said, hey, let's give this one a shot. And all because of that, we jumped on them, and I like this. I like this a lot better than the in-game sprayer, just because it's tight, it's compact, you can fit it on your tractor. And mainly it's not a trailer. And in these instances, especially on this map, up by the olives would be a good example of that. You don't have room to turn around. You can't just be driving around with a trailer all over the place. That tail gets in the way. Let's get this up here. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. So I guess after we get done with this, there's not much of anything going on. I don't think there were really any contracts, although I don't know if we necessarily want to do any contracts right now. We've looked at...
We keep forgetting to add that better contracts mod into this gameplay.
Yeah. Very true. I know we keep talking about it. I'll actually, you know what? On the notes, we're going to go ahead and put that down on the notes this time around so we can make sure we do this for the better contracts.
Yeah.
But one of the things that I guess I'm kind of leaning towards maybe not necessarily doing a contract today on the December 2, probably because there's not much going on. But we've just jumped off and started doing a bunch of our other things. I'm kind of excited to get the potato stuff going. Obviously, our potatoes we just planted the last episode, so they're not grown and ready to go. But I'm looking forward to getting into that and trying out these new things that we've thrown on here to look at. And I think that's part of the excitement of this game. And the mods. Like I said, we get the mods, we can try them out. But then actually get out here and use them, and it draws you closer to what you're doing on your own game. And I think that's a really cool thing. It keeps things fresh in your mind. It keeps the stuff fresh with your gameplay and all that stuff. And especially when it comes to teaming up like this, it makes a huge difference. And just going ahead and having the fresh things every once in a while, trying something new. So it's not the same old, same old. Not sure how you feel about it, Taz, but I like being able to do all this stuff. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's always a lot of fun, and I'm always looking forward to make a recording.
Heck yeah.
Of the new episode.
Heck yeah, because you get that one-on-one with the other person, or however many people you're going ahead and playing with. But you get the one-on-one with the other person, you get the conversations you get to get out here, do tasks, you get to try things, you get to talk about the mods you're trying out and see what you both think. Maybe somebody figures something out a little bit better for the one task versus the other. It's just super, super cool. Super, super cool. And speaking of it being super, super cool, guys, I think what Taz and I are going to do, we're going to continue being super cool. And we're going to get this all finished up. And we'll probably end up seeing you in the morning. Maybe we'll have some potatoes to move around from our garden. Maybe we'll have something else. Maybe it'll be a surprise. I don't know. It depends what Taz lets us do. We'll have to wait and see. So we'll catch you guys in a little bit. So since Taz and myself, well, mainly Taz was a curious little Taz and made bundles and bundles of money, we kind of decided, Taz mainly decided, that it was time we got ourselves a brand new ride to rock and roll around with, and a trailer to get our newfound greenhouse products back and forth from point A to point B. So that's what we got rocking and rolling here right now. We are rocking with the Land Rover Defender 90. You betcha, decked out in all its glory. This little bad mamma jamma is 19.3 megabytes to download, and it is by AFModding. It is PC only, but there is a lizard version of this that was also made by AF. I don't have all the details for that one, but it's essentially the exact same thing without the Land Rover decaling on it. So it is a pretty nice ride, and I'm very, very impressed with this. This trailer, I'll also have to make sure I get the information on this. This trailer is the small trailer thing, and it's pretty darn neat. Taz and I were taking a peek at it. I didn't realize how versatile it was. You can get a tipper put onto the back of this, so you can do that. That holds, I think it was 20 or 22,000 liters, so pretty darn good. It also has a log trailer application as well. And if you want to go ahead and have a fifth wheel or a gooseneck option, that is available for you as well. So this trailer is pretty darn slick. I think this trailer is only like $15,000. Obviously, if you want to add some of the other stuff, it's going to cost a little bit more than the base price. So there's a slight issue, but it's not too bad. As for the Land Rover, I think by getting some custom paint on this and slick little setup, I think it was only 69,000, give or take, so not too bad at all. Not too bad at all. Now, Taz brought up a really cool thing. Now, this trailer right here, or not the trailer, but the Defender, it has the front wench in front of it. Now, from what we know about the Platinum Edition that we're coming, this is something that is near and dear to Taz. Do you want me to put the ramps up, Taz, or put them down? Or do you think...
No.
Okay.
No needs yet.
No needs yet? Perfect. The Platinum Edition for FS22 is going to have logging as a specialty on there. There's going to be that Silver Creek Run or Silver Log Run, whatever the heck it's called. Silver Run?
It's Silver Run Forest, I think.
Just Silver Run Forest. Okay, Silver Run Forest. And it's going to be dedicated for logging. Now, one of the things that's going to be available on there is a winch system where you can go ahead, pull logs around, have like a functional winch system. So that's going to be pretty darn neat. It'd be cool to see if that could be something that could be made into working that way. I think right now it's just decoration, but in the future, that'd be pretty darn slick. But, oh man, that's super, super cool. Super, super cool. So that's kind of where we're sitting right now. We're getting potatoes. Let's see what we got going on here. Potatoes.
Yeah, I'm thinking if we be taking potatoes from the garden to the place.
Okay. Yeah, for right now, just to get our potato stuff rocking.
Okay.
Potatoes, corn, tomatoes, for our new production facility that we got down on the other end. We'll also need a little bit of water, so we'll have to take care of that. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. We also have some milk from our cows. I think when we looked before, we were doing fairly decent. I think it was about 2,000 liters. Chickens, we have some eggs. We may take some eggs over to the other side. I'm not too sure what we're going to want to do with that. Cows, let's see, what do we got over here? We have, a little bit over 2,000 liters of milk. That'll be great for making some cheese. And we have some wool. So the animals are producing. They're happy. They're healthy. I mean, what more could you ask for? It's a nice, brisk January one. Oh, my goodness. What else could you ask for? All right. Now, one thing that we did find out that was a little unfortunate is, for right now, this guy here does not have the capability of doing the passenger script mod. Now, one thing that we have not checked out, we may take a peek at it, is the Lizard version or the cross-platform version. That one potentially could have that, so we'd end up having to check that out and see what ends up happening there. But it definitely is an option, so we'll have to wait and see what we got going on, Taz. Oh, the trailer. Okay, I gotcha. All right, well, I guess with that being said, I'm gonna get out of your... Oh, gosh, I gotta turn this thing on. My goodness. I'll get myself rocking over here. Was there anything else we had to throw on here, or was this all we needed for right now, Taz?
I guess it's all what we need right now.
Okay, sounds good. Well, I'll take this over then.
Okay, so it seems that all didn't touch the sausage. Oh, look.
Oh, okay, that's right. I forgot to mention this. One of the other things that we added... What was that?
Have you activated it or not? Because it doesn't seem like changed.
I don't know. Maybe I didn't. We'll
No,
talk.
you did.
I must have screwed something up there.
Yeah, because... No. It's all good, because 125 centimeters, I guess.
Is it just because it's a
the
weird...
small one? The small one, it does look rounder in the shop. When
Okay.
you take a look.
Maybe it was
it's
just
about these bigger ones.
Okay. So we'll have to show you eventually here. One of the things that we did end up doing is that Ola ended up putting a mod out that make the silage bales, wrapped bales, look a little bit more like what wrapped bales look like. They're a little bit more rounded, a little bit more squishy looking, I think is a good way to describe it. We went and threw that on there. I think where we're having an issue here is that we have the sausage that's over there, and then the bales that are over there by the shed that we were just looking at. Those ones are the larger ones. It could be that they're a custom size too, Taz. That may be part of the issue as well. I don't remember. But it's a nice little mod. It makes those silage bales look like silage bales do in real life, where they're not nice, tight, crisp bales. They're a little sloppy around the edges. I mean, that's kind of what stuff looks like. Taz isn't over here. He won't see this. We'll just go across here like this. Eventually, we'll have to put a road because that's just too far. Why are we driving all over the place? All right. Well, I guess I'm going to try and be somewhat professional after I drove across the grass here, and we'll back this thing in. Oh, my goodness. Oh, boy. I am struggling something.
Do we need water then? Rover?
I don't know. We might be.
Yeah, takes water.
All right, there we go. Yeah, we need water for cleaning the potatoes. Oh man, the tomatoes are unloading really, really slow, but everything else got in there pretty darn slick. So Taz and I were kind of looking at this, and we're seeing, oops, wrong thing here. Saving. Gosh darn it all. We were looking at this, and a lot of the things that we want to be able to do in here really does kind of revolve around getting the vegetable fat, which we're going to be working on that, getting that taken care of, but also getting the starch and premium potatoes. So with that being said, we've got our potatoes in here. Taz is getting some water. We'll go ahead and get this process started right here, but those are kind of like the main things that we got to take care of for the French fries, the potato. We don't need that. Let's see here. Where were some of the other things we wanted to do? I know we wanted to look at potato pancakes. Those don't need washed potatoes. Stuffed potatoes do. That was on the list. And the croquets, we don't need them, but we need the starch. So I think we're going to start off by getting some premium potatoes going. And then as soon as we can, we're going to bring over some of our vegetable fat. Or I should say vegetable fat, our oil, so we can make the vegetable fat. Probably going to be our best case for moving forward right off the bat. I think it shouldn't be too much of an issue, but get off there. Perfect. See, look at that. He's going all the way around there like a good soldier. I just drove right across the grass. Taz, I think we're going to end up having to make a road going across here. I mean, it almost seems like it'd be the practical thing for us to do.
Yeah, I think so.
All right. Good. At least we're on the same page about that. That helps. All right. Let's get myself. Oh my gosh. Oh, oops. Taz, are you okay? Are you okay? That looked like a rough one. Oh man, that's perfect.
Yeah, by trying to avoid the traffic, I found the tree.
You found the tree. Well, that'll happen. All right. So Taz has got that rocking over there. Do we want to go ahead and bring some milk over there for some of the processes, or do you want to
take the milk into cheese production in the farmyard?
Perfect. That works out just slick. So we'll get some cheese first, because milk we can always get. Some of the things that require milk over there.
That one yet.
It didn't activate it yet? Okay. I guess one of the other things that we got over here is we're going to have to make room for the cheese and some of our other stuff, so we'll probably want to take a look at selling our soy drink. Now, I don't remember, oh shoot, I just smashed into the honey. Well, it's a good thing those are unbreakable jars. Let's take a look at this. I don't remember what the soy drink was doing. Price-wise, show price fluctuation. Oh, we haven't had it all that long, so it's not going to show much of a fluctuation at all. But to me, if I remember correctly from what I've seen on other playthroughs that I've done with this, I think it doesn't fluctuate much more than this. It might go up a little bit higher, but I don't think it goes too much more than what it is right now. So I guess that's kind of up to you, Taz. Do you think we should go ahead and sell off our soy drink right now, or should we just kind of hang on to it for the time being?
Does it show that it's still going up?
I can check. I just backed off of that current prices. No, it says it's going down right now.
So I guess we can load.
Oh, wait a second
I
here.
mean, sell.
Wait a second. It's only it's January. Oh, what I'm seeing is February. Yeah, February is where we have a higher price. So it's projecting out 1 month and what the prices are. So right now it's as low as it's going to go according to what we got. So we're probably going to want to wait till next month. I'm sorry for jumping the gun on that one. That was a little weird of me. But yeah. Strawberries. Strawberries. It looks like we're going to take the strawberry ice cream and put that on hold for a little while. Oh, well, it is what it is. So with that being said, let's take a look at our fields to see where our fields are at, because it's the beginning of a new month. Let's see here. We have our potato field. We just planted that. That still is a ways out. We have our 2 fields over here. They're sitting pretty good. You have these 2 fields. They're sitting pretty good. Got a little bit of time between there. Olives and grapes are looking fine. There's not much we can do with those. So let's go like this. Let's see, what do we got for contracts? Let's see, new contracts. There's no new contracts available. I'm thinking we're sitting pretty good for right now. Maybe maneuver some stuff around on the farm, but I think that's about it for right now, Taz. What are you seeing?
Yeah, we can finish uploading up the productions and then going forward.
Okay, that sounds good.
Because this potato production building takes quite a bit of water.
Oh, it does take a bunch of water? Okay.
Yeah. It's like 100,000 liters.
Oh, geez. Yeah, that's going to take a little while, especially doing it 10 at a pop, which I guess isn't terrible. There.
Yeah, it could be worse.
Put that right over there. Taz won't even know that I hit that. It'll work out just fine. All right, guys. So we wanted to bring you guys in here, kind of show you a new choice, show you what we got going on. And I guess when we get a little bit more farther ahead, we will we'll swing back in and show you what's happening.
Supervisor Taz.
Supervisor Taz, rocking and rolling.
With the root beer on the side. I think it translates into root beer.
Hopefully this is actually fertilizing. I think it is. Oops.
Yeah, it does.
Spot right there. I guess instead of going around, we'll just...
20-second.
You said 22 is the other field, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's this other guy, I think. Oh yeah. I should just be able to take one pass down this. It should be okay. This looks like it's shooting up pretty wide.
Yeah. I think it did shot the even wider than the actual field is.
Oh yeah, yeah. I won't be able to do it. I'll have to go down and back. I think I'm getting the rest of that over there. Oh yeah, I'm getting the edge field over there. I can't believe we forgot about these, to be honest with you.
About what?
We forgot to fertilize these. It's either that or it was one of those things where it's like, ah, shoot, you know what? We forgot to do it right off the bat. Like we were going to put the fertilizer down and then move on.
Yeah.
And we just forgot. And we said, oh, we'll come back and grab it. Well, whoops. I tell you what, this little function right here, being able to change the width, I really like that on as a function here on the game on 22. That's nice to, instead of, all right, you're going to go X amount wide, you have the option to turn it down. I've used it quite a bit, doing my little spot treatments or whatever you want to call it, when you are missing something, or like this here where it's a little narrower. Works out pretty slick. I think, at least. I definitely think that was a pretty good idea to go ahead once we were
Take
done.
the sprayers.
Yeah, with the sprayers. When we were done with them, we filled up one and then just set it off to the side, or emptied once we had only just one pallet left over. That was a good idea. And I find it kind of funny, you know, how you're going ahead and when you're working on this stuff here, you're so into, I don't know, doing the all sorts of different things, and then it seems like when you get onto a task, like in this case, we're working on grapes here. We did a little bit of olives. We haven't touched grapes and olives in a long time, and then all of a sudden it's just bam, you're constantly working on this stuff.
Mm-hmm. And so far it seems like we are done until the harvest time, unless we'll see that the grass been growing a bit too much around.
I could have swore we cultivated this and mulched this one already, though.
Yeah, this one is definitely done. It doesn't say that it requires anything.
Good. Just checking things off the list, I guess.
Yep, we'll see what kind of yield we're gonna get.
That should be good because we've actually gone ahead and limed everything now. Stuff's been limed, stuff's been fertilized twice, we've mulched everything, we've cultivated everything. Or subsoiled, I should say. Everything should work out just fine. Should get good yields.
Yeah.
We'll just have to see.
And these little fans are quick.
Yeah, they are.
Like the tigers were very fast at acceleration, but in top speeds wasn't that great. But these ones, for a tractor, they are quite quick.
Yeah, the super
for
tigers.
such small tractors.
That's exactly it. Those super tigers had a nice first step, but then after that, that was it. But I guess that's how they made them, so it is what it is.
Yep. And those look like an older model, so you can't expect too much of those.
Exactly. All right, everyone. So as you've seen, we took a little bit of time. We loaded this thing up. We had some issues getting this loaded up. I guess the distribution of the weights is really bad on here. For what I was telling you guys before, it was not handling this very well. I don't know if it's because the Range Rover here or the Land Rover is just too light or whatever it is, but we were having lots of problems getting this thing all bundled up. But you also seen that we were out in the fields. We did a little bit of fertilizing. We had fertilized both our normal crops, and then Taz and I were out rocking and rolling, taking care of putting the second coat of fertilizer on the grapes. So we've been pretty busy getting stuff rocking and rolling. We just haven't had any contracts. We haven't really had much work at all for ourselves to do. So just kept on rocking and rolling. Ooh, boy, this is a little squirrely. Taz tells me we have a new option back, and this is awesome. This is great, but I don't think what we have right here is going to fit our needs, to be 100% honest with you. So we've actually looked at getting something different already. I know it's kind of silly, but that's just what we've gone ahead and done, because we can't have this where we have a vehicle we bought specifically to pull this thing, because we didn't think the Kubota was going to be able to do it. So we went for this, and it's not happening the way we wanted it to. So 10,000 for all of that, minus the couple little pallets that didn't go. So let's see what we get off of all of that. Come on. Okay. So all in all, we ended up with right around $12,000 for that whole pallet full of stuff. Now, you might be telling yourself, well, geez, that is a lot of cash for something that, or it's not a lot of cash for a little bit of effort. And I'd have to agree with you. It really wasn't all that much, but you got to figure for the greenhouses, that's where we got pretty much all of our stuff. We put very little effort into having to process any of this stuff, and it all worked out pretty good. So it is what it is. It's not the end of the world. It does feel good to be able to get out here and do some of this stuff. And one of the things that we have done is we have put an official road in. Oh yeah, to connect the dots so we can come over here much, much nicer. Now, I don't know what Taz and I are going to end up doing here. We were kind of chatting a little bit. We could potentially throw something over here production-wise. We'll take a peek at that. But back at the farm, we did go ahead and put in a couple more production points to take care of some of our little extra bits and bobs. And it won't be that bad. So where are you at right now, Taz? Are you back at the farm?
Yeah, I'm back at the farm, and I did a thing.
You did a thing?
I took a contract.
You took a contract? We had a contract pop up?
Take a look at menu.
All right, I'll take a look at the menu here. Let's see, what did we do? What did Taz do here? Sorghum? Field 6? I have a feeling with the price of that.
Yeah, I just took a look at the price and, yeah, take it.
Take it, take it. Field 6. Oh my gosh, you got the big field. Oh, yes. We may have to look at getting a second harvester or something. That thing is huge. Oh my goodness. But, guys, we have...
We may take a look at leasing something.
Oh yeah, that might not be a bad idea. Lease something, try something out. So this is what the solution is. We're going to take this guy, park it over here. We're probably going to end up selling this stuff off. For normal circumstances, driving around this vehicle is super fun. I enjoyed driving it. I think Taz did too. So I think this is going to be something a lot of fun to do. And I think if we had a tractor or something, a truck that was a little bit more beefier than this guy, maybe even if we put the gooseneck on, it probably wouldn't be so bad. But I think the way we're trying to use this, it's not working for what we want. So we went a different route. We ended up getting this bad mamma jamma right here. This is the Blizzard F600 V8 truck 1961 by... Oh, jeepers. I didn't write this down very good. I think it's like Farm Century. I know there was a couple people who were involved with it, but it's 25.66 megabytes to download, and it is cross-platform friendly. So I think this is going to end up being a much nicer option for us moving down. It does have a couple different options on the bed here. You don't have to have this. I think it does have a grain storage. It does have a log.
Yeah, this specific bed has option for bulk material.
For bulk material? Okay, perfect. I think this is going to end up fitting our needs a little bit better than we had before. I mean, this is cool. This is cool.
It can take up to 12 cubic meters.
12 cubic meters.
Oh, okay. No. Even 30 cubic meters.
Oh my gosh. Shut the front door. That's perfect.
Then it has option for wood transport.
I definitely think that's our better option. So I'll take this up to the shop. We kind of talked about doing this. This is cool. This is neat. If we had a map where we were driving around all the time, I think this would be a nice vehicle to have. But just for what we need, I just think we swung and we missed with this.
Yeah, I guess I know what we're gonna use for that contract for hauling the grain.
Oh heck yeah! I think somebody made up our mind for us. Oh man, that's gonna be fun. It'll be interesting to jump on that. I don't think we're gonna do that today though. I think we're probably gonna end up having to work on that the next episode. Oh my gosh, I actually feel a little sick now, Taz. I'm driving past that field. Oh yikes. Oh boy, that one's gonna hurt. That one's gonna hurt. And land handle, that's on the opposite side of the map too, so that's gonna be fun. You know what, Taz? I may have an idea that I'd like to try. It might help us out for doing that. I don't want to say anything right
Yeah.
now because I don't want to tip our hand or tip my hat too much. So we're going to go ahead. We'll sell this. Yes, unfortunately, we're going to sell that. We're going to sell this guy as well. Ah, it was
Yeah,
fun to
plus
drive.
this new truck has a passenger script support.
Perfect. I mean, that was...
So
Now we don't have to
that's
even worry
another
about it.
point. Yeah, another point that we liked, that we're gonna be able to drive around together.
Exactly. I think, Taz, you and I both were a little blinded by the fact that it was a Land Rover and it looked awesome. And we didn't care about anything else. And I think maybe next time we need to care just a little bit more. So that's just kind of what I'm seeing. Oh, looks like we got some onions. We got some cucumbers over here.
Yeah.
This is going to be great. This is
I don't know,
awesome.
I'm just loading everything on it.
You're just loading everything? Okay, so do we... Okay. All right, so we're going to take this over to our production facility.
Whatever production will take it will take, and then our stuff gonna go to sell, I guess.
Okay, that sounds good. And the other things, that's right, the other things that we wanted to show you is what we got over here. We have two other production facilities. Kind of move some stuff around, reorganize the yard just a little bit. Maybe as time goes on, we might look at moving like some of these buildings here and put them a little bit over here. I don't know. We'll see. Worst case, we have options for moving forward. Again, Omatana, we went for it. We did it. This does all of this stuff here, but the pig food, the potato, we're not looking at that. Sugar cane or sugar beets is what we were really looking after. I'm actually going to go ahead and activate the sugar beets at this point, Taz. There we
We
go.
have like a 2,000 liters of sugar beet there.
3. So we got 3,000
3
liters.
already.
Yep. So we'll be able to get that rocking.
I brought 2 pallets before.
Okay. Okay. And with this one here, we have the option to do spaghetti, flour, things like that. But we need to make the bread. So that was their big thing for this, to go ahead and get this guy down out here so we can make the bread, so we can make the croquets or croquettes or the crockets, whatever you want to call them. I don't know. But yeah, I think that's what we're going to go ahead and do to move forward with this so we can keep our production. Now, I know we've been heavy on the Omatana stuff. It's great to be able to use all this stuff. There's a lot of neat things and a lot of cool things. Oh, one thing I think, no, I know we talked about. Oh yeah, there we go. We have, if you don't mind, I'm going to come over here. I'm going to activate it so that Taz can finally have a strawberry ice cream. You betcha, strawberry ice cream. The production has started. I'm excited about it, Taz. I don't know about you, but I'm excited about it. All right. Well, that's nice. That's nice right there. I like that. I like the detail that went into all of that stuff instead of it just being like a generic skin that just got thrown on top.
Just like a cardboard box with the picture on it.
Yeah, like this stuff here. I mean, it's nice to have this. It adds different things to us, but you can see that there's definitely a difference between the two. The detail in that is absolutely superb. I mean, ultimately, it probably is the exact same thing in both of these, but one just looks a little bit nicer. All right, Taz, did you want to hop in? We can go for a little ride.
Let me move this one out of the way.
Okay.
This forklift. Here we go.
Would you look at that? Classy. 2 classy dudes right there. Let's fire this thing up. Oh, I like how that sounds. Nice little gravelly sound.
Just like a kitten.
Just like a kitten. You betcha. And speaking about purring like a kitten, this is kind of irrelevant to that, but guys, if you're liking what you're hearing and you're liking what you're seeing, go ahead and smash that like button. I'd really appreciate it. Taz would be just tickled pink if you would. Go ahead and hit that subscription. It really does mean a lot to the channel. Go ahead and share this with somebody who likes vegetables or maybe even Land Rovers. Don't drive in the water too deeply. I'll try my very best not to. Guys, I've had a lot of fun. I know Taz has had a lot of fun here too. Until we guys see you again next time, thanks for stopping by.
Here we go.
Tomatoes are still going. Oh, for crying out loud.
So slow.
Come on. There we go. All right, let's get over. I was a little scared, so let's come in here like this. There we go. Sell it
That
off.
might be not a bad option to have, like, loading everything up and then going first to the production.
$6 grand?
And whatever, and
No.
then whatever is left, it is left
I agree.
to sell.
That was a great idea, Taz.